So welcome. Let's get started.
Yeah.
I think what you have to do first is to open the app so that we can examine the interface. So you locate where you have the app on your phone and you click to open. So that's my Pixellab. So when you open, what you have is your interface. That's the Pixellab environment. So here you have all the icons, all the tools that you can use to make up your designs. So you can master everything at once, just at a go. Your expertise develop over time. The more you use the app, the more you see the capabilities, what you can design with them. So I'll just take you through the items here, the menu, so that you know what each element is used for. So when you open, you see the new text. This is just telling you that yes, you can edit this and write any text you want. So to edit, what you have to do is simple. You can double click on the image and you write whatever you want. Let's say I want to write the sign, and you click OK when you are done. So you see the sign here. So that's for the text. But before we go there, let's start from the check the bottom, the menu at the bottom side of the screen. You see the one with three intertwined cycle. You see the second one A with letter A denoted with letter A. You see another one. You see, I don't know, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 in number. So the first one talks about your home page. The first one, the one for consisting of 3 cycles, that's your home page. That's what you see when you open the app. So let's go to the second option, which is A, the menu rather, the down menu. When you click on A, it's telling you that whatever you are using the A to do has to involve text, has to involve you writing text or editing any text you want to edit. So whenever you want to write text, you click on that A option. So from there you can edit any text. Let's see, yes, the design, we have design here already, which is the text, right? So if you want to edit, you can see the edit button right here. You can see the edit button here. You can click on the edit button and you can edit the text you have already. So let's say I want to write design logo. So if I've added something to the design and you have it displayed on your screen, you can see the second tool, the second icon. After edit, delete. If you want to delete the text, copy. If you want to bring the text front, you want to take it back. Maybe you're having two texts at the same time, overlaying. One is on top of the other, and you want to bring the one behind. You want to bring it up, so you use the front and to front, and you use the to back menu option. You also have the position. You want to change the position of the text. It's either you use your hand to move the text around the screen, but sometimes you may not have to do this. It may be very difficult for you to do this when you have a lot of design elements on your screen already, so that you don't mistakenly delete them. It will not be easy for you to move text around on your screen with your hand this way. So what you just do is to use the position tool. The position, when you click on the position tool, you see the navigation keys, left, right, up and down. So you can use the position rule to move your text around your screen. So wherever you want the text to be, you want the text to align at any point, you use the position tool for that. So when you are done, you click on the check mark button. That's the OK button, and that means you are done with that. Relative, the one beside after position 2 is the relative position. This is just to telling you, they are standard position where you want the something to be. They are there already. You don't have to move them. They call the relative position. So they will just, when you click on, we have the one to the side, to the left, up and down. Even we are the one to the center. So we want to centralize the design. You can see the design is at the left hand side. So if I want to bring it to the what's it called, to the middle, without having to move it around or using the position tool, I can use the relative position. So when I click on the middle button, it will automatically take it to the center of the page. So you don't have to do anything next. If I want to move it to the bottom of the screen too, I use the bottom icon. You can see the bottom icon working. If I want to take it to the top, you can use the top icon too. So and the like. So that's what the relative position does. And you also have the size. the size, you want to increase the size of the text. You can see the text moving, right? That's the size. That's how to increase or decrease the size of the text. We have padding. You get to know more about padding as we go further. Padding just means you are about moving the text through, but you get to know the function when the design has a background. When you give your design a background, that's when you enjoy the padding option. Color. You want to give color to your text. As you can see, the color here is white, right? So you want to add color, you come here, you can see the color here. Just pick any color you want, black, red, and the likes. You can also change it to gradient. Gradient means two colors or three or more colors mixed together. That's what we call gradient. So you can change your settings. You get to know that as we proceed. You have your texture, yes. You can make your text to assume any shape or any color, any texture you want. Maybe you have one Ankara, what's it called? An Ankara design, and you want your text to assume that shape, that color. So you also use the texture option. But I don't want this to get long. I don't want this video tutorial to be long, and then so we get to know that later. Opacity just to decrease the transparency of the text. I've decreased opacity. You can see the trace has faded out. So you can increase the opacity and you can also decrease the opacity. Mask tool, you have the rotate. You can rotate the text to any degree you want. You have the font. You can change the font of the text. This is very interesting. So that's why because design comes with font. If you don't choose your font appropriately, it may affect your design. So you have changed the font. You can see the font different from the one it was before. This B is for bold. If you want to bold your design, underline it, italicize it, and the likes. You can do that here. Curve. If you want your design to curve, you can see this something. Yes, it was straight before, right? So this is curve. You can bring it up, you can bring it down. That's what the curve option does. Background. Yes, you want to give your design a background. This is the background option. You can see the background, the background here. Yeah. So you can also change the color of the background to suit your taste. So that's the background option. Align. When you have two or more designs and you want them to align, so all this you get to know them as we proceed. So these are options, are tools, editing tools when you are writing text. So whenever you want to do anything relating to text, any editing, you want to work on any text, just click on the A option. That's when you have the liberty to work on any text. Let's check the next one. Just the next menu to the right of A. This is shape. When you are dealing anything with shape, you come to this option. Here you can create any shape. This is square shape, right? This is square shape. So you can change the color. You come to the color section. You can change the color. This is the color. You can pick any color you want. You can texture it too. So they are just, most of them are, if you check the items here under shape, they are the same with the one you have under text. But you still have to come here when you want to edit, do anything concerning shape. You still have to come here to effect those changes. You have the position tool. Just like we have the position for text, you also use the position tool to position your shapes. We have the texture, opacity. I've explained that. Stroke. Stroke means you need an outline for your shape. This is shape now. I want to give it a stroke. So this is what happens. You choose the color of your stroke and you can increase the width of your stroke. So that's the outline. This is what we call stroke. You can increase it or decrease it. That's what stroke does. The eraser tool, you can erase anything here. Very good option. This is an eraser tool and the likes. So these are stuff you still have to know. Erase color, rotate, 3D shape, shadow, and the like. So those are advanced tools that you get to know with time. So that is about that. So let's move to the next menu beside the one for the tier. You have this one is to set your background. This is just for background. You can see the background there is green, something like light green, right? But oftentimes you have to change your background to in order to accommodate your design. There's some you can't use it by you can't it's not possible you are using a text. Your text is in black color and your background is also in black color. It won't work. It won't show. So more often than not, you have to change your background to give your text or your design visibility. So let's assume I want to change this black background I have here. I just come to color. I see the color here, right? I've clicked on the background icon, click on the color, and from here you can pick, the background has changed. You can pick any color you want. You can change it to white. Let's change it to white. You can see white here, yeah? Okay. So that's the background. You can make the background transparent. That means you don't want any color. That's transparent. Image size, you can set image size here and do quite a couple of other editing here too. So the last one too, the last menu at the bottom side of your screen is what we call the lens. The lenses, we hardly use them, but they're also important, so we get to know them later. So let me change the background from transparent to this color, and this is okay. So let's move back to, we are done with the only element we have at the bottom side of the screen. Let's go to the upper part of the screen. So we also have some icons here. Let's see the one with yes, let's start with the plus icon. The plus icon means you want to add anything. You can also add text here. You can add date to your design. You can add sticker, you can add shape, and you can bring any picture from your gallery from the add option. You can also draw. You can draw anything here. You can draw. You can draw whatever you want. People use it to draw an image, to draw a car, anything you can draw here. So it depends on how creative you are when you start using the draw tool. So the one beside the plus icon is the save. You want to save your job, you can save as project, you can save as image. So when you save your job as project, maybe you are not done and you don't have much time to complete the work as a go, you can save it as a project. That means you can come back to it again and start. You start from where you stopped. When you save it as a project, you give it a name. You'll be asked to name the project. You just name it anything. You just give it a name and you are done. Okay. So when next you are coming, you open the app. When you have time to continue with your work, this is what you have to do to recover, to go back to where you stopped. You just go to can you see the icon beside the A? The A menu below, the icon beside the which is the three cycle, the three what is it called? So I call it a twine cycle. So you see my project. So when you click on my project, so that's where you have all your saved projects. So these are some of these projects I've done using the app. So if I want to revisit any one of them, I'll just click on them and I will get them. I will start working on them again. So that happens when you save your work as project. But when you save as image, that means you want to export. You are done with the work and you want to export the image. You want to bring it, take it out of the Pixellab, maybe and share it to people. You are done with the work. You want to share it to your customer, or you want to post it on social media. So that's what save as image does. So we have the quotation here. You just want to write a text, you can use the quotation mark. You have the three dots here. You can change the image size here, and you can also export image. You can save image here and the like. So there are other things you can do here. So the next important thing we have to know here is the delete button and the edit button. If I want to delete this shape I have here, I have two options. One, the first option is I've clicked on shape, right? So I have to go to the shape menu for me to edit this shape. And the shape menu is the one beside the A, right? So when I click on that, I see the delete option here. That's the second to the left, second left option. You can delete. So otherwise, if you want to delete without coming to this side, you just see the delete button icon at the top of your image. Just click on that delete button. You'll be asked, given a confirmation message. You click OK. The shape is gone. It has been deleted. The same thing also. The same thing applies to what? To text. So you can delete from there. So those are just shortcuts. They're just shortcuts at the top. You see the arrow pointing back. That's undo. You are okay. I've deleted the shape, but I want to bring back the shape. I want to undo the last operation I did, I just click on that, the shape is back. So the arrow here means undo. Maybe you mistakenly did something and you want to recover that particular thing you've done, just use the undo button. And you have one the just zoom, you can zoom it, but this the 100% is always okay, but you can zoom it. If you are dealing with one tiny information and you want to see it very clearly, you can use the zoom button. And the one like that net here is for what is it called? Is grid lines. Just for you, if you are trying to align your shapes, you want to know if they're on the same line, so you can use your grid lines to measure them. So when you tap on that, when you tap on it, the grid line will appear. When you tap again, it will disappear. And the last but not least, we have here at the topmost side of the screen is the layer button, very important button. So when you click on that layer button, something like a kite, two kites overlaying, standing one on top of each other of the other. So when you click on the kite option, you see your layer button. What the layer button means is it shows you everything you've added on your screen. I only have two layers here. So meaning I only have the design logo, a layer for design logo, another layer for the shape. What this is telling us is I've only created two elements here. One, the first element is shape, and the second element is what? Is design logo. So the more elements you have on your screen or you are working with, you have all of them on your layer panel. You have everything assembled here on your layer panel. And one thing this one helps us to do is, okay, if I want to lock this, I want to work with this, but I don't want my hand to move this, I can just lock the shape. So you come to the layer panel, this is the shape, you lock it. That means it will not be movable. So the shape is not movable. Only the text is what is movable. You can also lock the text, and you can also unlock it. When you are done, you can unlock it. So that's one of the usefulness of the layer panel. And we also have a couple for that usefulness you get to know as we process. So these are just the rudiments, what you have to know, familiarize yourself with when you are starting up with Pixellab. It's a very powerful app. It doesn't use your data, it doesn't use data. You don't have to own your data when you are using it. It's free, no ads, very powerful. So I think next video tutorial should be on starting up with simple designs. So I will be sharing you videos. It may not be the one I created myself because of time, but I will source for videos, very self-explanatory videos that you can follow, also create your design. So and I'll be ready to entertain any question afterwards. Any question you may have watching those videos, I will be ready to sort them out. So I believe with this you can get yourself going and be a graphic designer. So we continue from the next video. Thank you.